Hi everyone, are you able to hear me? Okay, thank you so much. So I think today we also have some of the participants here in Hyderabad as well. So thank you so much for coming in. And we would be talking straight away. I will not take much of a time and talk directly about today's session. As you know, we are discussing about FAR 2024 changes, right? And how the CPA 2023, what are the changes with respect to 2023 and 2024, and how we will navigate, because I know there are a lot of questions with respect to different things. So we'll be covering all each and everything in detail today. Like we see in CPA, there are 4 sections. Like we have in India, chartered accountants. The US chartered accountant are basically known as CPAs, certified public accountant, right? And there are different steps how we go into step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and step 5. So I'll be taking care on, I'll be kind of navigating on each and every step today. As in when we go, like on the 2023, 2024, before we talk about it, what are the different steps of the CPA exam, right? And step 1 is to meet the education requirements. And like we know, the CPA exam is typically 120 credit system. So what is a credit system? Basically is your BCom is converted into certain number of units known as credits. So every year of your graduation gets you 30 credits. So by default, 3 years of graduation gives you 90. And to sit for the CPA exam, you need 120 credits. And that's where you're short of remaining 30 credits. And we suggest you to go for a bridge course, right? Because India follows a 15-year education system and US follows a 16-year education system. And that is one reason why just BCom, or if you're just a plain BCom, we recommend you to go for a bridge course and sit for the CPA exam. Like, we have a tie-up with Silver Oak University for bridge course and also IMA, right? And you can go in for any of these courses for the bridge courses and bridge those credits, right? So if you can see that there are anyone apart from BCom or along with BCom, even if they have anything other than that, we normally kind of tell them that they don't go for a bridge course or something like that. But if you're just a BCom, I think highly recommended. Or if you're from a non-accounting background, this is something which you would kind of ensure that to sit for the CPA exam, right? Now, what are the things which have undergone a change? Now, if you see the 2024 testlet have completely changed. The passing score doesn't undergo any change, right? So it is 75. So on a 0 to 99 scale, you need to score a minimum of 75 to pass the exam. So under 2024, it doesn't undergo any change, right? It remains the same. 75 is the minimum passing score which you need to pass. Exam can be taken in any state or jurisdiction. We had a lot of students asking why I've been given this state, why I've been given that state. Let me tell you, based on your education documents, Simandhar suggests you the state board. Do not try to challenge all those things. Unfortunately, then we will not be responsible. If you are going in your own one-person state board, you will be responsible for the repercussions. So please understand that if the team is giving you, they are taking a lot of approvals from NASBA, AICPA, internal team. So they check all those documents only and then they suggest. At times, those state boards can go for a toss because of the radical changes in the state board. We have seen in between the state board rules changes, something changes here and there. So, but 99% times, right, the state board which we give is absolutely bang on. So you don't need to worry anything on that. In case even if there is here and there, we always have a bridge course to kind of offset all those things. Now, there was a thing of 30 months rule, 30 months time to pass all the 4 parts. Now, what is this 30 months time to pass all the 4 parts? Now, what happens in CPA, if you pass the first exam FAR, say in the month of January, and you get a result in the month of February, from January, you have 30 months of time to pass the other 3 sections, right? So previous rule was 18 months. Now that rule is undergoing a change to 30 months. Now, sir, is this rule have come into existence? Answer is no. For now, this 30 months rule is not applicable because it has not been adopted by all the state boards, and we need to check with the respective state boards. For now, I am also not aware neither Simandhar have got any information that any state board have adopted the 30-month rule. But we are 110% confident that next year onwards, from February or March, this 30 months rule will immediately apply, because your 2024, 1st January 2024 score expiry limit have now have got extended, right? And that's one of the reason now you have 30 months rule which is coming to existence. But for now, just understand that this is not applicable. So there is still a notification which needs to be thrown. Right now, NASBA have recommended that. So what I mean to say is, like again, I repeat that if you pass, say, FAR in the month of January, you get a result in the month of February. From February, you have 18 months of time to pass the other 3 papers, right? And so if you kind of, just a second. Yeah. So you have 30 months of time to pass the other 3 papers, right? So the 18 months of time to pass other 3 papers. So the 18 months limit still holds good. It have not undergone a change to 30 months, but yes, we are getting that from next year onwards. Okay. So now if you see that there are 4 papers, we have financial audit regulation. Now, can you guess, guys, the 4th section which have come here is discipline sections. Now, very, very important. We don't have BEC anymore. And going forward with effect from, in fact, from today itself, October month, Simandhar will not be conducting any BEC sessions. Our last batch was last month, and this completes all our BEC classes, because effectively no one can write the BEC exam now. If they register with Simandhar or if they register for the CPA course, they will not be able to write the BEC exam in case if they have enrolled this month or this week, right? So they will be having all these 4 sections now: financial, audit, regulation, and discipline. Now, what is discipline? We will go to that very slowly. But if you see that exam path, so we have 3 MCQs and 2 testlets of MCQs and 3 task-based simulation, testlet 3, testlet 4, and testlet 5. Right. So the mode is also the same, but you have just 15 minutes break there. Right. So 2 testlets of MCQs and 3 task-based simulation testlets. So now let's see what are the core parts and what have undergone a change. Now, this is a very, very important sheet, and I want this to be confirmed if everyone is able to see the screen. Yes, guys, can you see the screen of the Excel sheet which I'm presenting? Okay. Now, if you see that what I've changed, and this is for the existing students who were already enrolled with Simandhar, right? So what have undergone a change? So I've just given a brief summary in this Excel sheet so that you understand that. You had 4 subjects in CPA: FAR, Audit, Reg, right? From 2023 to 2024, if you see in FAR, there is 20% reduction in content. Now, today is our first FAR class. I will just give an orientation and all, but I'll brief you on the topics which have been removed from financial accounting reporting. Already the Becker software is also updated there. Just a second, guys. Just a second. So far, if you see that, guys, we have 20% reduction in content. Tougher topics of derivatives, goodwill, lesser accounting, financial statements of pensions, government accounting, tougher topics of FAR, all have been removed straight away, and they have been kept to BAR. So if you see BAR, business analysis and reporting, so this is a combination of advanced FAR plus advanced BEC. I will go to each and every subject, which each and every content, each and every chapter in today's session, so that, because I know a lot of students have asked so many questions on this particular thing, right? And we'll go in very much in detail on this particular thing. Okay. So far, if you see that, there's a huge reduction in content. Now, sir, should I buy a new book and all those things? I have got so many requests. Sir, should we continue to buy that? Nothing, because if you see, there is a reduction in the content. There is no increase in content for FAR. So do not even waste your time to buy anything and all, because 4 chapters have been reduced from 10 chapters, right? So FAR book now have only 6 chapters. Okay. Again, in audit, there is no changes as such. Only the SOC content of audit, right? SOC audit have been moved to ISC, which is Information Systems and Control, which is a new subject in CPA. So FAR audit reg remains the same, guys. First 3 subjects. 4 subject of BEC have got split into bar, ISC and TCP, right? So these 3 subjects, you will have a option of elective there, right? So bar, ISC and TCP, you can select any one of that among those electives. Okay. So if you see that in audit, there are no changes. It's more that the focus have been more on data and tech updates as usual. And reg also, if you see that international taxation, capital gain exceptions, C Corp, S Corp, partnership formation, all tougher topics of reg have also been removed. So what are you telling, sir? FAR and reg have become very, very easy in 2024. So people who have enrolled early and people who are enrolling now have become advantages, because FAR and reg have become very, very easy, guys. Right? Previously, FAR and reg was very, very tough. And now when I see the 2024 content, CP exam itself have become very easy, to be honest, except for audit, because audit doesn't undergo any change. Okay. Only that we have some sort of standards updates and all, which you can get. So people, again, as I said, you FAR audit reg regulation also, the syllabus is reduced. FAR also it is reduced. Audit, there is a change. And then you have bar, TCP and ISC, which I'll go in detail. Now comes FAR first. So if you see that in FAR, new. So I hope everyone is able to see the screen, guys. There are 6 chapters in FAR. Straight away, the first chapter will be starting from the next, the upcoming thing after my orientation today and taking all the detailed doubts and all. So most probably on 28th October, we should be starting with FAR 1, which is the first chapter of FAR. Now, if you see that EPS, right, balance sheet statement, comprehensive income, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6. Sir, where is F7, F8, F9, F10? They are not there, right? So if you can see that 4 chapters have been removed straight away from FAR. Now, the content remains the same. It's just that hera feri ki hai, iska chapter idhar dal diya hai. Partnership, which used to be in F1, have gone to F5, right? And consolidation, which used to be in F4, have moved to F5. So there have been just shifting changes of the chapter. F3 remains the same, not many changes. F2 may revenue recognition, which was a very, very tough chapter, have been actually gone down. My favorite, actually, to be honest, revenue recognition. Also, if you see, only introduction is there. There is no advanced revenue recognition as such, right? And if you see, adjusting journal entries still remain the same, right? Subsequent events, fair value measurements, ratio analysis, cash equivalent, trade receivables, payables, contingencies. Sir, bonds or leases to hai, but please understand that this is just a FAR new. So the idea, the degree, or I would say the qualification, is based on specialization approach, guys. So three core parts and 1 discipline. So if you are selecting FAR as a core, you will not get bonds, very tough concepts and all. Are you getting it? They'll just ask very basic questions from bond or leases. They cannot ask you any advanced topic in FAR. And that's how the syllabus is designed. So, sir, why is that they're not asking any advanced related things? Because they think that a student should go in the specialization where he wants into. So if you want to make a career in accounting, then you will have advanced FAR. And can you tell me, guys, where will we see advanced FAR? Yes, everyone, where will we see advanced revenue recognition topics, advanced consolidation topics, advanced leases topics, advanced income tax topic, right? So these all will be in bar, okay? Where I'm seeing a lot of people, they're replying business analysis and reporting, right? So if you see that FAR 1, FAR 2, FAR 3, FAR 4, FAR 5, FAR 6, partnership is still there. I don't know for what reason, because never they test any questions from partnership, but just for your reference, you can still put it there. They have just put it in F5, investment statement of cash flows and income tax. Financial instruments, hedge accounting is completely removed, guys. When I'll go to bar, I will show you how easy FAR have become, to be honest, and so many important topics, so many tough concepts. And good news, guys, is governmental accounting. If you see, NFPs is there, right? But very basic NFP and very basic government accounting. So there is nothing called as what do you say, we used to have different encumbrances, right? Budgetary accounting, all those have been removed from FAR actually. So that's what I would say. So sir, ये तो अपने साथ धोखा हो गया actually. Now we prepared FAR for this year. Had we known that FAR is so easy, we would have just gone a step ahead, right? Again, guys, we didn't know that so many chapters will be removed from FAR, right? So unfortunately, but this is how it is. So for new subject, this is advantage new, I would say. Now see the structure, guys, of FAR. Exam structure, you have 50 multiple choice questions and 8 task-based sims. So if we, 7 task-based sims. Previously, we used to have 78 MCQs and 8 task-based sims. So the task-based simulations also have reduced. And see the MCQs, guys, only 50 multiple choice questions. And previously, FAR used to take 150 hours. And now can you see, everyone, what is the expected study time for FAR? It is only 80 hours. And that's why we were telling that this time FAR batch would be only like 1 to 1.5 months. We should be able to complete our FAR batch. Normally, we used to take 3 months to complete FAR, right? And now we are taking only 1.5 months, because if you see that the number of hours in FAR is only 80 to 100 hours. And that also considering that if we go into the depth and all, that's one of the reason, even if you put that much efforts also, number of hours cannot go beyond 100. So strictly talking, if people are starting FAR now, considering in October end, they should be easily be aiming to write FAR in the month of January. That should be the goal, guys. Because you have November, December, November month, we should be able to finish November end or max December first week. So you have full December month, January. So who all are in busy season, who all are working with Big Fours or any of the top companies, or even in their working professionals, if they all are. So I think FAR is a very, very good subject, along with audit if you want to plan out, because audit haven't undergone a change. So for existing students who have already started preparing and who are dreaming that they'll write BEC, do not get disappointed. To be honest, 2024 is more easier than 2023, right? So you can go with FAR and audit combination in case if you want to attempt for audit also this year, or want to write audit this year and FAR next year. I think still it can be a combination, but don't try to rush, because I see the content of FAR have reduced tremendously. So it doesn't make sense to write FAR in the old pattern. Okay. Now see there, guys, remembering and understanding, right? And application analysis, evaluation related part is removed. Can you see that, everyone? Yes, guys, skill level mein evaluation is removed. That means solving related questions of our computation, very tough high-end simulations have been completely removed. So what is a simulation? It's a case law oriented question. So they give a case to you, right? Case simulation. I'll explain you how the sims looks like. But evaluation is not having anything here, guys. Evaluation ka matlab kya hai? Remembering and understanding is memorizing the topic, and they'll ask you direct MCQs. Application is more about applying the concept. Analysis is more about how this concept is analyzed in different ways. They'll give you case scenarios. Evaluation is computing it. So evaluation is a tougher part. But in the skill level, in FAR, evaluation is coming as nil. So they will not be testing you very harder on FAR. So that is what we can kind of easily find out from AI CPA blueprints. Is in the skill level, evaluation is completely missing, guys. Right? So there's no computational related sims or very tough sims is what I would say. Okay. And if you see that the graph there, if you can see that analysis related 45%, application is 45 to 55%, remembering and understanding is 15%. So basically the ratios remains the same. Okay. Then comes audit. Because audit, I have not put any chapters because there is no change in audit, to be honest. 78 MCQs, 7 simulations, expected study time remains the same. So with a foundation of auditing and advanced auditing classes. So even we give you the basics. If you might have been aware, Simandhar started last month basics of accounting, basics of audit, and basics of taxation classes, right? So you can go through the recorded sessions of those and then jump to FAR and audit, because normally we want people who are from non-accounting background to go through the basics of accounting and basics of auditing classes first. And normally every time we conduct those basics classes so that you can come to the advanced classes, right? So here audit, if you see that 80 to 100 hours, highly recommended to go through basics of accounting classes and basics of audit classes, because in audit, they ask you journal entries also. They ask you adjusting journal entries, ratio analysis. A lot of FAR concepts are tested in audit, right? So if someone was writing audit first, he need to be very, very careful to go through FAR, adjusting journal entries chapter, right? To go through subsequent events. So in the new portion, I would say F1 and F2 remains the same, right? So these are the two chapters you must go through before you attempt for audit exam. A lot of the students fail in audit because they don't have good knowledge of accounting, and you'll be surprised a lot of audit questions come in accounting, right? So you need to be careful that you kind of ensure that you go through a bit of two chapters of FAR before you go on to audit. Okay. Now, sir, why are they asking accounting questions in audit? Even in CA exams in India, right? Chartered accountancy exams, you will see a lot of audit questions are getting tested in accounting. I mean, a lot of accounting questions getting tested in audit. So you need to be very careful to watch out for audit. Among all the four sections, audit is considered to be the toughest section of CPA, right? So please pay utmost attention to audit, right? Now comes taxation. Now again, reg also have been reduced substantially. If you see that we have federal taxation of individuals, property taxation, entities. What is missing here, guys? Yes, anyone in the chat window, can you see that? Ethics, business law, taxation of property, taxation, individual taxation, property taxation, federal taxation of entities, right? So the basis related question, the advanced tax related questions, all are missing from regulation, right? Again, evaluation is zero. Evaluation skills are not at all tested in regulation also. That shows that regulation also is very, very easy exam. Now see the content of reg, guys. Reg 1, R1, R2. Previously in Becker's book, what we used to have, reg used to be 8 chapters. Now that have got reduced to 6 chapters completely. The law remains the same. Contract Act, agencies, suretyship, security, transaction, bankruptcy and all. And that was one of the reasons why I was telling to the old students not to buy new books, right? Because nothing has changed in regulation, to be honest. They have just removed the 2 chapters and they have reduced the content, right? So R1 may, if you see that, R1, R2, there is not much detailed C computation, S Corp, partnerships and all those detailed computation related questions have been removed from regulation also. So reg have become more easier, guys. Now if you see that R3 is only 50 to 55 pages, and again, like we see the number of hours, 1.5 month reg finishes. Previously it used to take 2.5 months to complete reg, and now because if you see the number of pages have been reduced substantially in regulation also. So reg also have become quite easier now. Now what is the logic, guys? People who want to make a career in US tax might select regulation, but if they want to learn the advanced partnership, advanced corporate taxation, advanced individual, so which subject they should select? Everyone. If they want to select advanced tax, they want to make career in taxation, they want to grow in US tax, right? And they want jobs in US tax. So which subject they'll select? TCP, tax, compliance and planning, right? So that is one of the subjects which they would select. So that remains the same, right? Okay, now we are coming to the disciplines part. So in discipline, if you see the first discipline which comes up is BAR, which is business analysis and reporting. Now what is BAR? Now FAR, audit, reg, I have seen everyone. So FAR may there is a reduction in content, audit remains the same, regulation may there is a reduction in content. Like I showed you how the content have changed in reg. If you see that in FAR and audit, like I said, derivatives, goodwill, lesser accounting, government accounting, pensions, all have been removed from FAR. International taxation, long-term business property, C Corp, S Corp, partnership formation, earning, distribution, liquidation, gift taxation, estate taxation, trust taxation, everything has been removed and put into TCP. Now see there in TCP, when we go into discipline, first we'll go with BAR. Now see, BAR is a combination of advanced BEC plus advanced FAR. Now advanced BEC is what? Enterprise risk management, your favorite risk management chapter, which is considered to be one of the tougher chapters of BEC, have been put into BAR. Financial management, again very tough. Cost accounting, again very tough. Technical accounting and reporting in BAR 4, guys. Can you see that, everyone? Yes, everyone. Are you able to see the screen? BAR 4 may, if you see that, intangible, revenue recognition, advanced topics, stock compensation, business combination, consolidation, derivatives, hedging, leases, segment reporting, pension benefit, right? Governmental accounting, budgetary activity, encumbrances, fund reconciliations, everything has been put into BAR. Now, there was a lot of arguments between CMA Institute, which is IMA, US CMA Institute, which conducts the CMA exam, right? Institute of Management Accountancy. They both have fought, AICP and IMA, that with this, one subject have become, if I go into 2024, guys, one subject I can completely avoid. Can you guess what is that subject, everyone? One subject I can completely avoid. Cost accounting, not bar. Are you getting it, guys? See there, all the costing related things. That's right. Who have given that, Kunal? So there was a lot of fights that CPA people will not learn costing at all, right? Going forward. So if you see that cost accounting, performance management, budgeting, so all costing book has been completely removed from the CPA exam now. In case if someone doesn't want to opt bar. Now, what does Simandhar recommends? I will be the last person to go for business analysis and reporting. Now, sir, there are some institutes who have recommended bar. See, please understand, Simandhar has Becker. Simandhar itself has very, very tough things and all which are put into, right, in detail explanations and all. And we are the first to update the content. Now, most of the other institute, they might have copied the content of Becker and all, and then they prepare their books. So normally they will suggest you to go for bar because they are having their old books, which they keep updating it, right? They cannot update ISC and TCP because they don't have content. So normally we have seen that a lot of other institutes which are there. I don't want to mention those institutes who are misguiding the students to go for bar. But let me tell you, if you can see the bar syllabus, very, very tough. I would be the last person to kind of write this subject at least, right? Unless and until I really love accounting and I mean, matlab pura pyar hai accounting ke liye. So this is something I would have gone for bar. Considering I also love accounting, to be honest, I still don't want to go for bar because I see bar 5 there. It's very, very tough. And some institutes have fakely claimed also that this subject has a highest pass percentage. And to be honest, the subject have never been conducted also. They haven't even conducted the exam only. And those institutes telling that bar has a highest pass percentage. So I don't know for what reason they have said that, because right now 2024 syllabus itself or the examination itself will be conducted from January onwards. So we still have 2 months left. So I think this is one of the subject to watch out for if you still want to go into. But at Simandhar, we will not be doing bar classes. We'll be only doing yearly once and we'll be recording it. That's all, because I highly recommend that this is one of the disciplines we don't want to go into. Right. And if you see, one more strong reason why I don't wanted or didn't wanted bar to be one of the choice for Simandhar students is number of hours, 120 hours. So bar will take a minimum of 3.5 months. Right, same like FAR used to take. So bar will take a lot of time. In fact, it is taking more than FAR and ISC put together. That much is a study time which is required to pass bar exam. Sir, what about people who have enrolled for FAR this year? So how is that? How would that work out for existing students who have passed FAR recently? Right? Don't you think, guys, for them bar will become easier? Everyone? Yes. Am I making sense what I'm talking, everyone? Who all have passed FAR recently, right? Or who all have passed FAR under the old syllabus? It's 2023. Don't you think bar will become easier for them because these are the same topics they might have read in FAR? So bar 5, bar 6, bar 1 and 2, right? Which is just but BEC and all. At least 50% of bar they have already covered. So, sir, what is your advice for existing students then? For existing student, I would recommend you to go for bar if you have passed FAR, or if you have already studied FAR through my earlier lectures of old or FAR book, right? Which we used to take like 4 months back, which we completed the FAR batch. If you're reading from that and if you have already completed FAR, or if you're not able to give this year FAR, then I would suggest you to go with FAR and bar because you have already studied FAR completely under old syllabus. Okay. Now, Maika has a question. Students who have passed BC in 2023 will not give discipline exam, right, sir? Yes, Maika, don't worry. You can skip this. आप सो सकते हैं 5 minutes because for you disciplines won't apply if you have already passed BEC. Okay. Now see there bar, like I said, lot of study time, 120 hours with a foundation of economics. ये कसर पूरी नहीं थी तो economics भी डाल दिया उठा के. Right. So business analysis, technical accounting, reporting, state and local governments, everything they have put. See there, guys, they have put BEC, they have put economics, they have put ERM, they have put costing, they have put accounting. मतलब कुछ भी जो भी हम लोगों को मिल रहा फास्ट फास्ट जो टफ टफ है पूरे बार में उठा के डाल दो. So that is how they have put into bar actually. So I don't know, matlab, how you want to take this subject, right? So definitely, I think this is one subject people who have not, and to be honest, who have not passed FAR also, I would not recommend you to give bar, right? Because you have not passed FAR first, right? So it doesn't make sense you will pass bar also, because it's just the ये छोटा भाई है फार का. I would not say छोटा भाई, ये बड़ा भाई है फार का. So he's the elder brother of FAR is bar. Okay, cool. Now see there. Yes, so we are coming to ISC, right? So information system and control. So now this is a second discipline, guys. I don't even need to maximize because ये book में 4 chapter ही है, guys. Can you see that the discipline? तो सर मैंने 20 ही चुप खाली के दिया था इस साल, right? जो हमारी हैदराबादी लैंग्वेज में बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. So I shouldn't have given BEC this year, because if you see that, had I selected ISC as a discipline, guys, how many chapters are there in ISC and how many chapters in BEC? BEC has 6 chapters and they're so detailed chapters. And in ISC, if you can see that, there are hardly 4 chapters, that's all. And ISC ends there. Simandhar recommends information system and controls. Now, sir, there are a lot of tricky questions which comes in ISC. We have seen IT of BEC, which was very tough. So do you think that here also we will face that? But to be honest, this is a subject where you'll have a lot of job opportunities, where you'll have a lot of practical work, where you'll have a lot of opportunities in audit. This is my favorite discipline, I would say. If someone asks me, among all the 3 disciplines, which is a discipline I should go, I will go for ISC, because this is technology and this is what is the future. This is something which cannot get automated. This is something which everyone would want to go into. IT is the order of the day. So if you see that privacy and all, now with AI coming in, we are talking about ethical AI, we are talking about compliances and all those stuff. I think this is one subject where you'll have huge job opportunities this year or next year, whatever. We have SOC engagements. I myself have been signing a lot of SOCs, reports, and as licensed CPA, right? Lot of practical licensed CPA wala work bhi is there in ISC for SOC engagements. This is one subject, guys, where you can make a career. So far, audit reg, and if people who want to make a career in audit, want to make a career in IT, I think ISC is your go-to. Now, one more reason why you telling, sir, see remembering and understanding, guys. तुम लोग मतलब रट्टू तोता भी कर ले तो भी तुम लोग ये एग्जाम पास हो जाओगे, because remembering and understanding is 65%. मतलब they will ask direct questions, guys. They will not even manipulate. Can you see that, everyone? Skill level में all the other subjects have skill levels में application analysis. Did you see that, everyone? We used to have 25%, 30%, 40%. But in ISC, remembering and understanding is 65%, right? And this paper can be completed in max 60 hours. मतलब एक महीने में ISC can be completed, right? So people who were cribbing, who were crying, oh, I'm not able to write BEC and all, good news for you, that is ISC is one of the most easiest thing, right? And anyways, who are writing BEC, they are already studying IT substantially there, right? So anyways, in ISC, you will have all those things. The best and the beautiful part which I liked about ISC is remembering and understanding is 65%. मतलब रट्टू तोता जैसे रट के भी गए तो ये सब्जेक्ट तो पास हो जाओगे, right? So it's quite easy exam, to be honest, right? With the foundation of information system, which we are kind of starting our ISC batch almost like next month end or so. So I think this is one subject to watch out for, and this is one of the best subject. Okay, you can still skip the BSc and write ISC if you don't want to write BSc. If someone was asking that question, I think ISC is something which I feel. And if you see that, guys, sims are also very less. Every discipline has 7 to 8 sims, but ISC have only 6 simulations, which shows that they are basically direct question. And this is something people who would want to learn confidentiality, security, privacy, अभी सब उस पे ही चल रही है बात हर जगह. If you see the content, guys, मतलब बहुत ही बेहतरीन content है. You see that IT infrastructure, availability, अभी सब उसके ही बारे में बात चल रही है, because AI is coming in, right, with blockchain, with so much of data being shared into, the data consumption is into trillion GBs, उससे भी ज्यादा बोल सकता है, उतना GB consumption हो रहा है हर दिन. इतना content पढ़ रहे हो, right? Itana Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, all those stuff. There's so much of data which we are talking about. So cyber attacks, threats, security testing, right? I think this is a subject to watch out for. I don't know if you guys want to still go for other thing. But considering the sheer knowledge this subject commands and only 1 month, I think thoda bahut sahi hai. And Becker also recommends ISC as one of those subjects. Bar would be the last one, considering that it takes a lot of time and students like finishing the exam faster and getting into jobs. So bar ko matlab 2-2.5 mahine lag jayenge. ISC will be completed in a month. So that way, I would say ISC is a easier discipline. Sir, what about TCP now? TCP also same guys, only 4 chapters like ISC. Who all are tax lovers, enroll agent guys? Jo Simandhar is promoting a lot these days, and there's a reason why I'm talking like that, because US tax, I mean, there will be a huge demand for US tax. Already you are seeing Simandhar is placing so many students in Vialto, in HNR. जो लोग अभी सिर्फ ज्वाइन किए सिमंदर, I place them for internship. So मतलब US tax का इतना demand है. There's a huge demand for US tax. And if you see that there are only 4 chapters, and people who want to make a career in US tax, I think this is to watch out for, because this time we are also talking about tax planning also, guys. Previously, we never used to talk in regulation tax planning. Now here we are talking about tax planning, right? So we have tax compliance and tax planning, because this was not there in enroll agent. We do not have much of a compliance and planning there. But in CPA, they have put tax compliance and planning. And I think people who select TCP as a discipline, I have more advantage of you getting placed in US tax, because I can go to Big Four partners and I can talk to them that here are the students who have selected CPA 3 subjects and have selected TCP as the discipline, guys. Right? So if you can see that TCP discipline have tax compliance planning, right? And also some advanced topic of S corporation, C corporation. People who want to open their own CPA firm, who want to open their own tax firm, who want to bring the US tax work to India here, this is the subject, right? Entrepreneurs, watch out for. This is one of the subject which you can excel in. Or ISC. Unfortunately, you can't do ISC and TCP. Agar main rehta, to main to dono discipline de deta. Because ISC mein you get SOC work in your practice. So people who want to go into entrepreneurship, SOC engagement these days, CPA ka signature is mandatory on all IT audits. So you might see a lot of startups, tech startups, wahan pe CPA ka signature mandatory hai. So they expect you to have SOC knowledge, right? So if you can see that S Corp, C Corp, tax planning, right? Partnership, trust taxation, tax exempt. So who all are tax lovers who have tax profile in Big Four? Matlab no second thought. This is one of the discipline you will go for, guys, easily. Okay. Sir, agar what if I fail in one of the discipline? Can I switch the discipline? 100% yes. Say suppose if I have taken I would say bar and I failed in bar, so I can switch to TCP also. इतना ही problem है कि तुमको पैसे ज़्यादा देने पड़ेंगे, right? Because you have failed. So if you want to do those trial and error and तुम क्या बोलते बड़े लोगों के संतान हो, तो please kind of ensure that you can trial and error and give 2 subjects also by failing. Okay, but I will not recommend you. Okay, now see there in TCP, I would say remembering and understanding is not much like we had in ISC, because tax is very analytical, right? You cannot have mug-up questions in tax. Can you see that, everyone? Remembering and understanding. How much is remembering and understanding, guys? Praniti, I'm coming there. How many hours would TCP take? Again, 1 month only. TCP can be completed in 1 month. So see that 60 to 80 hours we are talking. Only 5 to 15% is remembering and understanding, guys. So matlab sif ISC is a direct paper. TCP is a very analytical paper. They might ask you forms also, tax forms fill karne ke liye, because like I said you, the 2024 pattern is technology based. So they will ask in digital acumen. They might give you the software and they might test you in that software. Okay. So that's how I would say that if you see that application is 65%. That's crazy, right? Matlab they'll ask you all application related questions. Pure logical. That's why the sims are more. You see that task based simulations are 7 sims we are talking about. Okay. So Vignesh is asking, sir, fir kiske liye jaye, ISC or TCP? Like I said, Vignesh, where you want to make your career. If you want to make a career in audit, go for ISC. If you want to make a career in tax, go for TCP. Both are easy only for me actually. Because application hai to bhi easy chahiye. They'll not ask tough, because you will still have to compute, right? Okay. For US CMS, qualified bar is preferable because the subject is focusing on cost, performance, and technical accounting. Kunal, I would still skip bar, to be honest. I'll tell you why. because it will take a lot of time to study. Content is still very high, right? What you have studied in CMA, still they will ask very, very tough thing because it's an advanced accounting, right? They'll not ask you basic like they used to ask in previously in CPA FAR. So that's why I'm just little skeptical on this. Okay. Cool. So now among all these 4 sections who have enrolled today, FAR is your section to start off with. And that is one of the reason why Simandhar started with FAR, because the foundation of all the 4 subjects is what, guys? If you want to do any of the subject, what is the foundation, everyone? The foundation is accounting, right? The moment you know the accounting, the moment you know the business, the moment you know the disclosures, you can do ISC, you can do TCP, you can do this and all those stuff, right? So that is what I would say. So FAR will be our first choice to go in for 2024 and to write my exam immediately in January. This is one of the sections which I will target. Second would be audit. Third would be regulation. And fourth will be again discipline based on whatever discipline. Now, some of them are telling if you want to become CEO, go for bar. CEO क्या advanced consolidation करता क्या? Yes, who's that fellow? कौन है भाई ये बंदा? Yes, who's this writing actually? CEO के लिए bar is not required, बाबा. CEO के लिए management degree चाहिए. Right? It has nothing to do with bar. I don't know from where you guys are reading all these articles. See, what I suggest now in India, the problem is बहुत misguidance बहुत है. मतलब धीरूभाई अंबानी को बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा क्या? Guys, tell me this. I mean, this is so illogical, right? Because bar has all accounting, advanced accounting related topic. There is no management in bar, just to let you know. Did you see the topics, guys, in bar discipline, everyone? I don't know why you said all these things. If you see that there is all cost accounting, analysis, ratio analysis. This is more like a fund manager profile, right? Accounting related disclosure. 50% is accounting. 50% is a bit of economics and all, right? Rather, if I'm a CEO, I would hire an economist or an accountant to kind of go through all these things. Okay. Here, anyways, so these are the 4 disciplines which we 3 disciplines which we are talking. Out of these 3 disciplines, you can select any one of the discipline, right? Like I said, our recommendation would be for ISC because of the sheer lesser content, or TCP because the content is less and you can pass the exam faster. Nothing a problem even if you go for bar, because Simandhar will still conduct the classes, but that will be only yearly once. I don't think so we can conduct every now and then. Okay. Now see the suggested study plan. If bar is a discipline you select, guys, then you'll go with FAR first, bar second, third audit, fourth regulation, because accounting and FAR and bar are similar, right? So that's why I would say FAR and bar would be your first and second, and third would be audit, and fourth is regulation. Now, suppose if ISC is your discipline, like which we are going in now, so our choices would be FAR, reg, audit, and then ISC would be last, or FAR, audit, ISC, and regulation. I think the second combination also is very good because audit and information system controls are both quite similar. So you might go with FAR now, audit, ISC, and then regulation. Now, people who want to select TCP as a discipline would go FAR, audit, regulation, and TCP, right? Because regulation ka extension is TCP. So TCP would be the last discipline for you. Among all of this, for all the newly enrolled student or who have just joined Simandhar or who are planning to join, FAR is your subject to start first. And that is the reason we have started this first. Okay. Now see the exam dates, guys. So if we can see that now, this is so demotivating and disappointing, right? One of the most demotivating slide of today's session, everyone. Yes, Bhavani, I've already selected. If we select ISC as discipline, you can go for FAR, ISC, audit, and discipline, but rather go for known subjects first, Bhavani. FAR, audit, then ISC, then reg. Go for the known first, then to select an unknown. Okay. So if I take reg in 2023, do I need to take TCP in 2024 or ISC? It depends on you, Hamza. Like I said, what is your interest? If you want to make a career in US tax, you can take TCP. If you want to make a career in audit, you can select ISC or bar. Okay. Cool. So see, what is it? Core exam test. Yes, all will be starting next month. थोड़ा रुक जाओ भाई. ओ भाई लोग वहाँ chat window पे जरा सुन लो. दिखते ही चले जा रहे. Hello. So core exam dates, if you see that guys, Jan to March, right? So Jan to March, if you write your exam, the release date is June. So that means technically we are talking that you will get your result next year, June, guys. Now, this is one of the most disappointing thing, because if you're writing the exam in January, you're getting the result in June. And if you're writing and disciplines, see there guys, and that's why we are not starting discipline batches soon, right? That's the reason we start off far, and November end we might start discipline, because discipline ka exam hi conduct nahi ho raha hai December or January mein. So the discipline exam dates is January 10 to February 6th, right? And the results are on April 24th. So someone could have written FAR in January, and then say in February end, or not February end, or February 6th or 5th, you can write one discipline. But see the results, guys, it is coming in April. So results are very, very delayed, guys, to be honest. And even if you see in April, if you're writing the exam, you will get it in July. So it's better you enroll fast and write at least in January, and then followed up with a discipline, so that you can get at least one result by April and one result by June. Technically, people who want to become CPA by June can write FAR, they can prepare now, write then audit, and then select a discipline like ISC or TCP, which can get completed in a month, right? So somewhere before February, they can write all the 4 papers, and by June they will become CPA. अगर एक्सप्रेस एंट्री रूट में जाना है, राजधानी एक्सप्रेस में, ठीक है. एंड नो सर, कोई राजधानी नहीं, हम लोग कामचोर है, बहुत इजीली आराम से पढ़ेंगे, जैसा चल रहा वैसे चलने दो. सो आई विल राइट इन जनवरी टू मार्च फार, and discipline in February, then I might write in June, say another exam. You might still become by July CPA. सिर्फ 1 महीने का extension होगा. Some of them, sir, अगर हम लोग fail हो गए तो someone will judge, no one will judge except you. You are the only culprit. कोई किसको गिरा सकता है, वो खुद तुम ही, right? So you are the only person who's responsible for your own demotivations and for your own motivations. So I don't think so. No one will judge you even if you fail. Okay, you still have a time till July. You can still write the exam and complete. Okay. If you see that there are 5 blackout dates for each quarter for the core exam. Jan for 10 से March 26, March 26 के बाद कोई slots नहीं है, right? And then again April to June के बाद June end में कोई slot नहीं है, September end में नहीं है, December end में नहीं है. So this is something which you need to watch out for certain dates. So anyways, it's okay. So who all are working professional, month end is always a very hectic profile for you. So March end year end है, June is quarter end, September is quarter end, December is Christmas. वैसे भी तुम लोग लास्ट वीक में रहते नहीं हो, इधर उधर जाते हो, तो अच्छा ही वो लोग ने एग्जाम डेट्स रखा भी नहीं है वो महीने में, right? So that makes sense, right? So my study strategy plan would be, right, if I want to recommend you, January you should write FAR. Along with FAR, one discipline is mandatory, right? So FAR and one discipline could be TCP or ISC, right? Or people who have started audit and who want to write audit this year, right? They can still write audit this year and write FAR in the month of February and then discipline. So again, your choice how you want to go into, because the best thing is FAR and Reg have become very easy. So that is the best thing what could have happened in your CPA exam. Now, who all have voted for 30 months, guys? If you can see that 30-month rule is implemented in all the states which are not for Indian candidate, right? New Jersey, we never give New Jersey because New Jersey require. Now, a lot of them ask, sir, why don't you give New Jersey? Why don't you give this state, that state? तुम न्यू जर्सी के सिटीजन हो तो तुमको न्यू जर्सी मिल जाएगा, बट तुम लोग हो क्या सिटीजन? सो दैट इज द रीजन वी डोंट गिव न्यू जर्सी स्टेट बोर्ड. Okay, so every state board has citizenship requirement, residency requirement, social security number requirement. That is one of the reason why our Simandhar team recommends you Montana, sometimes Guam, sometimes Washington, sometimes California, right? So these are the state board, and none of the international state board have approved the credit period extension till now. The 30-month extension is still not done. Okay, so for now, for Indian candidates, 30-month extension is not there, but don't worry, they'll still, the voting will be done and you could kind of do it. Okay. Yes, 18 months is different rule. That rule is still there, but they are changing that rule of 18 months to 30 months. So next year, that decision will be taken, what I know unofficially, but let's see how much time it takes. Okay, so now let me go through the Becker software for you all, right? How the new Becker software looks like. So I'm just sharing my screen, everyone. Guys, are you able to see the screen, everyone? Can you see the Becker's product? Yep. So if you see that normally when anyone registers with Simandhar, they get the Simandhar LMS, right? And they get the Becker LMS, right? So what is Simandhar LMS? If you see that, it's basically our live classes are getting recorded in this learning management system. So what is this? So currently we are in CPA. So if you're CPA, you will get this. So there is a love letter from me, right? So please go through that welcome letter, which is kept in our Simandhar LMS. Everything which is there in this LMS, don't leave a single thing. CPA evaluation process, step by step. There's a special mentoring session to watch out for, right? And then there are CPA 2024 changes. There are some 16 points which we have kept. Are very, very important is Telegram groups, where we actually answer all your multiple choice questions, your doubts, your simulation question, your each and every doubt, because we have so many students all over India, right? So they can't, because we are the only institute, right, who don't have any physical centers and still have 10,000 plus students, right? So that is what I would say is, this is our strength, these study groups. So who all are not joining these Telegram groups, right, they'll feel like they are doing a self study basically. So they are not enrolled with Simandhar से product लेके बैठ गए जैसा है. So ये groups में I am also there personally. If you see that, there's a stock market group, there is a personality development group, which is a confession group. तो बहुत सारे student रहते हैं जो बोलते रहते हैं, sir, I'll do suicide, I'll do this, that, मेरी girlfriend, मेरा boyfriend, and all those stuff. So this is a personality development group, which is basically a confession group for all the students who want to be like, we feel that mental health is very important to pass an exam like this, and that's why we have a personality development group there. I request everyone to join. We have a Kikifin job opportunities group where we kind of place all our students in different internships and all those things. Then we have our study groups for our audit rec. This is a community, guys. यहाँ पे आपके सब friends रहेंगे and all, so you can talk to each other and also this is a must thing. मतलब when you are joining CPA with Simandhar, अगर आप ये groups join नहीं कर रहे हो, तो you will not be passing the exam, or it will be very difficult to pass the exam. Please understand that. We just won the Elijah Watsels Award, and if you see on the YouTube, what he was talking about, the study groups, right? Very, very important, because this is one place where we have strengthened a lot, right? So this LMS basically, all the Becker related books, right? That content is kind of put into videos, and those videos, live classes, are hosted on this LMS, guys, right? So if you don't have the Becker product, matlab this LMS is of no use for you. So this has to be done along with the Becker product, because Becker product is mandatory, right? So please understand that. उसके बिना ये होगा नहीं, क्योंकि हम लोग पूरे Becker के content से ही पढ़ा रहे हैं. Make sense? So this is something which you need to watch out for. Then you have the Becker product along with Simandhar. Like I said, you have all our live classes and recorded classes. And then we give you the Becker's product, which has all the MCQs and SIMs. So MCQs and SIMs you'll follow with Becker product. And with Simandhar, you have the doubts, the lectures, and all those things. And that's why this combination is a deadly combination. Now, we are the only institute currently in India who have updated the content to 2024. Not a single institute of CPA, their entire, any of their content have got updated, right? Physical books should come by this month end or November 1st week. But all the online content, e-version, everything is updated. Everything is there in the software and all. So you don't need to worry. A lot of people who want to switch to older version, they can switch to older version also. See there, key 4.3 and V1.0. So there are two content, guys. Like in Simandhar LMS also, we have our old lectures, we have our new lectures also. So people, after December 15th, anyone who's enrolling with Simandhar will not get Simandhar old lectures or will not get Becker old lectures, Becker old software. Both of them will go off from here, right? So till December 15th, you will get both the accesses. Now, sir, who have purchased Becker or Simandhar classes for discipline, all the three disciplines, you'll have the access. But Becker, you will get only one discipline access. So that's what you need to be very careful. What discipline you're selecting with. The moment you select that discipline, you cannot change it. And you will not get in the software 3 discipline access, because there have been a lot of piracy on Simandhar and Becker. Many of them are using here and there and all, mischievous people. So unfortunately, none of the students at Simandhar or Becker will get all the 3 discipline video lectures or 3 discipline accesses. You will be only given 1 discipline. So you decide which discipline you want. Once you decided that, you will get access to only that discipline. Okay, cool. So if you see that, I'm just starting off with one of the subject like FAR, the new syllabus. You see that only 6 chapters. Can you see that, everyone? Yes, guys. Yes, can you see that, everyone? The new one. Okay. So if you see that F1, F2, you have 3 mock exams: mock exam 1, mock exam 2, mock exam 3, simulated exam 1. Right. So if you see that in F1, hardly any what you say modules. There are only 4 modules, and for every module you have concept videos, you have MCQs, and you have sims. So you can practice multiple choice question simulation, and there is a digital textbook. So people who were cribbing, sir, we have enrolled before, now we don't have book, these, that, and all those stuff, so you don't need to buy any books here. There is a digital book already in the system, and you already have a physical book which you have already purchased it, so you can read it from here only, guys, because there are no changes. I will recommend only discipline books which you need to buy. So only one new book which you need to buy if you are planning to give the discipline exam next year. Other 3 books I don't recommend anyone to buy. Don't even waste your time and don't even waste your money, because you already have a digital textbook in the Becker software itself, and you have all the accesses which you need. So there is nothing to kind of crib about EAO and all those stuff. Okay. Same things, all the same features. You have a study plan, you have a practice test, you have flashcards, yeah, final review is not there, unfortunately, but all the other thing remains the same. Okay. Any course updates? So you have a course update feature here, right? So you can go through a knowledge-based study plan, and you have a help center here also. If you don't want to ask question to Simandhar faculties, if you want to ask directly to Becker faculties, you have a help center here where you can directly raise the academic request, right? So these are all the academic requests also which you can raise. Then you have the course updates here. So you can go through the course updates also, any new changes which have come in course. So that also you can see here. So each and everything is kept here, guys. And lot of additional MCQs, additional sims have been added in the Becker product, right? So Becker and Simandhar, like I said, is the only institute currently you have all the new syllabus, new content. None of the other institute have currently come up with the new content. Okay. Cool. I'll take a break for now, and I'll unmute some of them so that I can hear from them. If they have any questions, please raise your hands. Uh, Anyone, any questions? Yes, Shivani, go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, sir. I actually wanted to understand. So we have like a lot of materials provided, right? We have the books with us. We have the Becker, we have all the modules here, and we also have Simandhar LMS. So what is the correct approach? Like, should we do like the books first and then proceed with the Simandhar LMS and then Becker, or like how should we go about like
our very easy thing, Shivani. With lectures, you'll go with Simandhar LMS, right? Because see, why we take live classes, because it's important, because we conduct more in detail, right? And that's one of the reasons we recommend, because we go into details and it's more of an Indian content, Indian version, and an English which can be understood, right? It's very basic English which we talk, and some of the lectures are very much practical also in nature. So start off with Simandhar lectures first, and then use Becker software for MCQs and sims. So that is how I would put into. And in Simandhar LMS, you just need to join the groups, but you need to go through each and everything, because your evaluation, your lot of process related things, right? And someone who want to raise the tickets, because they can't keep on calling us directly, because we have a help desk ticket system here, like I tell you here. So if you see that there's an introduction video which you can see on the screen, and then there is a second one here which I'm pointing out, right? Have any queries regarding process books? So here you can raise the tickets. So there is a lot of support system in the Simandhar LMS. Is more of a support for evaluation, licensing, and lectures and summary notes, right? So those are the things which you will see in Simandhar. So start off with Simandhar classes, Simandhar recorded videos. If you don't have time to attend the classes, recorded lectures, but stick to only Simandhar lectures is what I would tell. And then solve MCQs and sims through Becker product. So that's why this is how the combination will look good.
All right, that was helpful. Thank you.
Yes, Sudarshan, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good morning, sir.
Good afternoon, Sudarshan.
Sorry, good afternoon. Okay, it's almost 3 o'clock for us here. So I'm calling from New Jersey. I'm a resident here, and our team has recommended for a Washington board. So I have applied for the credentials and through the NASBA and selected the Washington itself. So I have a SSN and the residency in New Jersey, but still our team recommended Washington. So I have updated the same in the form as well. So is that okay for now?
Yes, see, like I said, Sudarshan, there are different cases. It's not about citizenship. There are 50 rules of the US. And you know, US
Okay.
is a very rule-based system, right? So
Okay.
if we challenge that and if we give you the state board which you want, like I said, mentioned, then tomorrow you are responsible, not we. Right? Because
Got
there's
you.
a lot of intellect which we keep. It goes into several reviews and then we give the state board. And then
Right.
tomorrow it turns out to be a wrong state board. You might be resident, you might be anything, right? But if
Right.
it doesn't suit there, because there are 50 conditions, right? So you
Right.
can go through the state board website also, the different conditions and all. Some of them
No,
do
no,
not consider certain education. Some of them contain certain education, right? So that is one of the reason the team don't recommend that. But you can always tell them to have a second review. There is no, I mean, not a problem if you want the team to kind of cross check again if they can go for that state. But I would suggest what the team have said, stick to it. Okay. You can always
I'm
change the
good.
state board later also, Sudarshan, after passing, giving some $20 or something, you can shift the state board. It's not such a big thing.
Sure,
Okay.
not a problem. And one more question. If I wanted to apply for a government job here, basically as a accountant, they ask for the CPA. Now, based on the new syllabus, is there a chance
Bar would
that
be your answer because government accounting is there in bar, right? So in the
correct,
discipline,
correct,
Sudarshan, I would select you to select bar as the discipline because you're applying for government jobs in the US, right? So most of them have openings in NFPs and all. So I'm assuming that you might work in not-for-profit accounting or governmental accounting and all those stuff, right? Sudarshan. So I think bar would be a good discipline for you than the other two.
oh, okay. Yeah. Is there a chance that going forward, they might ask specifically a job requirement mentioning the discipline?
Till I am there in India, though they'll not ask. In the US, I am not sure. Because when I
Okay.
see, if you see that, I placed students in mergers and acquisition. I've just last week I placed her in M&A, being a CPA, because CPAs are not hired in M&A. What I feel that is today the world is going into a place where they are not seeing the qualifications, to be honest. They are seeing what is your attitude and what is your skill set. And you might be already seeing, Sudarshan, that in the US also happening, right? Today you call a carpenter, you don't ask carpenter what is his degree, right? End
Right.
of the day, his job has to be done. So that's how I
Yes.
would say the degree is more of a kind of symbol that, okay, I passed something and all. End of the day, they will see the skill set and all. So we can convince and all the recruiters how you perform in the interview is much important than what you do in actually when you're selecting the subjects and all. They might write one liner that TCP is preferable, ISC is preferable, or bar is preferable, but they will not do discrimination like that. Okay.
Right. After passing, is there a chance that if we wanted to get into a specific like a CPA firm, starting up with a CPA firm, but I took ISC,
Oh,
then
definitely,
how
you
do
can
I?
start your own firm, right? Like I said, you can go into planning and all, right? So SOC 1, SOC 2, SOC 1, IT controls, IT audits. So there are a lot of CPA firms who are doing that attestation work for private clients. For listed companies, why will they give you? So that's an Apple will never give you, right?
No,
So
for
only for
focusing on
small
the
private companies, you can hunt for that. And there are a lot of private companies in the US right now. एक work paper करने के लिए भी staff नहीं है.
yeah, no,
300K people have left in the US. I've already seen our other rival who's continuously daily advertising shortage, 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 shortage. Right. So you
yeah,
can see that there's a huge shortage of accountants. So yes, I think there are a lot of opportunities.
taking IT and passing, and later if I wanted to settle in taxation, so I lack that knowledge. How do I cover that later after
You
passing?
can do that. But again, why one would want to go from IT, information technology to tax, that I leave it up to you. But you can still do it. But you will not be considered as a experienced resource. You'll be considered as a fresher, right? Because you have no
Right.
knowledge of tax and then you're going into a tax function after passing, right? So your experience is not in tax. So you'll be considered as a fresher. Make sense?
Got you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Keshika, go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, sir. So my question was how to go about taking the FAR exam if I've just registered for CPA. So I just joined the course a month back and I registered for the bridge course because I just have a BCom degree. So as a new athlete, I should be focusing just FAR for now. Plan take the classes that's starting this month and prepare for it and take the exam by Jan end of February at the best and focus at it. And then after giving the exam, maybe I can look at about the other subjects or how should I go about it? How should my planning be?
Okay, so what you're telling is basically you have written FAR, right? I mean, you're planning to prepare for FAR. So Keshika, you have already
Yes.
attended the FAR classes or you're planning to attend?
No, I just joined the course. I joined
Yeah, so you stick to
last.
FAR. So you start off with
Yeah.
FAR, right? So our FAR
Yes,
classes.
yes.
So
Yeah,
today's
I'm going to
orientation,
start
like
now.
I've given the product, I've given the
Yes.
overview and all, right? So from October
Yes.
28th, our first class will
Mhm.
start. So you can start off with that and plan to write in the month of January end, right?
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, yes. So that's a correct way to go about, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
Sakshi, go ahead.
Hi, sir. I just want to ask, I have already started the recording classes for the FAR that is already recorded in the Simandhar LMS portal. And the thing is, when I will see the change in the Becker books, there are a lot of changes and they are like shuffling. The F1 is shuffled between F1 and F2. Like lots of things are shuffling. So would you recommend me to stick to the recorded classes or I should take your live classes?
You can still go with the live classes actually. So that's not a problem. Okay. So
Okay.
live classes are still very helpful, Sakshi. So if you want to go into, but because you have already gone through the recorded and all, and you want to write the exam faster, so I would suggest you can go with that approach also because see, there are no new topics in FAR. Okay. एक chapter इधर गया तो एक chapter उधर गया है, but end of the day the content remains the same. Is the chapters are also interchanged here and there. So you will
Okay.
stick to the old content anyways. You can just rather I would suggest as a strategy for existing student is find out all the removed topics and remove them from your old book rather than going through the new book. Are you getting it, Sakshi? So right now,
Yeah.
what all have been removed, that is a better strategy. Remove that and still stick to the old lectures and prepare and finish it off. Okay.
And so if I just started this week only, I took five lectures only for F1. That's why I started comparing it. And if I see the live sessions, it will go till the as per the chart till 14 January. So will I be able to appear in January or how it will go if I take the live lectures?
No, I mean, it will still be there. So you don't need to worry basically. Okay. So you start off the preparation, but I don't think so. You will be able to write the FAR exam by December, right? Or you have.
Right. No, I'm planning to appear in January only.
So then that's not a problem.
So that's what I'm asking. Should I take your live lecture then or stick to
You
the...
can do both actually. There's nothing harm, right? Going through both also.
Right.
जाने वाला तो
Right,
कुछ
right.
नहीं है, दोनों अटेंड करते रहो. वैसे भी फार खत्म भी हो जाएगा दिसंबर तक because there are only 6 chapters. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Kashish, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, if am I audible?
अरे कशिश कपूर है और कोई और बात कर रहा है? कशिश ही है ना आपका नाम?
Yes, yes, sir.
ठीक है, बोलो कशिश.
Sir, if I select TCP in CPA and I want to go in tax field, and after doing that, will enroll agent course also help me in getting a good package?
Yes, 100. No, package nothing. It will improve. So you'll not get any package as such. Why will you get any additional package for any qualification? Just that your designation gets improved, Kashish.
And I'm a chartered accountant, or so.
तो CA है तो ये का मतलब if you want to go into practice or if you want to go into US tax, then enroll agent makes sense, right? But if else it doesn't make sense for a chartered accountant to do EA.
So if I will chartered accountant degree help me in getting a good salary in corporate world along with CPA?
Along with CA and CPA, yes, because there are a lot of US based companies here in India. So they would definitely give you an additional weightage. Salary terms may, I mean, 50,000 1 लाख रुपए इधर उधर रहेगा कशिश. But tomorrow if you want to go into a global profile, or you want to move abroad, or you want to work with US based MNCs here in India, CAs are not preferred normally, because इतने CA तो वैसे भी पास हो रहे हैं कशिश, CPA उतने है नहीं. So वो uniqueness के वजह से and the exposure what you get, CA plus CPA would definitely add an advantage
And
than just being a CA.
which good companies are in Mumbai if I want to?
Mumbai mein Eisner Amper, Hyde Bailey, right? So there are a lot of CPA firms in Mumbai. Unicus, right? So these are all top firms there. Deloitte, EY, KPMG is already there. I'm talking about other new CPA firms which are there.
Can you repeat the name of the CPA firms? Unicus?
Unicus, Hyde Bailey, EIDE, PAILEY, Eisner Amper.
Okay,
right?
thank you.
Just type CPA firms in Mumbai, yeah, you will get it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Priyal, go ahead. Rajkumar, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay, Raj,
Rajkumar
just
here.
wait. Priyal, go ahead.
Yeah, sir. So I was just asking that I am planning to shift to US in future as my family resides there in Texas, and I have been allotted the course the state board Alaska. So will it affect my job opportunities or something there in USA? Selection of the
So if
state
you're
board?
doing from New York, doesn't mean that I should give you a job, no, Priyal. If you're from a New York state board, doesn't mean that you're a New York or you're some big person. So state board has nothing to do in your job or nothing to do in CPA exam also, to be honest. So see, it's a uniform CPA examination. You do from Alaska, you do from Guam, you do from California, you do from New York. It really doesn't matter. What matters is, are you able to sit for the CPA exam and pass? So Priyal, are you telling me that if I'm from Alaska and if I got Elijah Watsell's award, I'm not a good candidate, Priyal? So understand logically, right? When you're asking a question, also you need to understand that if you're from certain state board, it doesn't give you any weightage. There is absolutely
Okay.
nothing advantage
Okay.
you will get. What you get advantages by passing the exam and by getting that respective degree. Okay.
And another question is if I'm planning to do job there in USA, which discipline ISC or TCP would be preferable in terms of job
US
opportunities?
में ना information लेके US is very particular on information sharing, on confidentiality, on privacy and all those stuff. And CISA also is a very, very terrific qualification. That is one of the reasons US में ISC is considered as top one. So if you're planning to move to the US and if you want to make a career there, no second thought, ISC is that, because see, bar will get automated. ये क्या है? Accounting is what rubbish it is. It can get easily automated, right? So it's end of the day, it's a literature.
Yeah.
You can also automate TCP also, compliance. Can't automate privacy and security and confidentiality. You still need to see what is the privacy issues, what are the threats, what are cyber attacks which are happening. This is one of the future profiles, right, Priyal? So there are a lot of job opportunities in this.
Okay.
So IT audit, IT controls, this is the future. And that's why you see a lot of current opportunities also in those profiles only. Okay.
Okay. And you were telling us that about completing all 4 papers before June if we want to. Then what study plan should we opt for?
Yeah, study plan is like daily 2 to 3 hours. I think that should be more than sufficient. On Saturday and Sunday, you might spend around 5 to 6 hours. I think that is a minimum time I would recommend if you are targeting to complete CPA by next year, June.
And about the examinations, I'm asking, by January FAR and one discipline, right?
Yeah, so you can decide. So how I set that up, right? So January you're giving FAR, discipline you give in February, right? Then again in the month of April and May, right? So because the busy season is there normally for people till March. So in April and May, April they can give regulation and May they can give audit. So something like that. Or if they want to go with FAR, then audit, then discipline and then reg also, that is also fine. But these are the months you can go in with Priya. Okay. But recommended approach, like I said, FAR, then a discipline, because discipline exam is there in Jan and Feb, and that's why I'm telling to go with discipline. And discipline content is lesser. So along with FAR, one discipline is must. Then after that, audit and reg will be there. Okay.
Okay,
Three
thank
easy,
you,
one
sir.
tough. Audit is a tougher one.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Yes, Timsy Bhatia, go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Timsy.
Sir, I want to prepare FAR from the live lectures, and I do want to prepare auditing as well simultaneously. So, will it be a good idea to go ahead with the recorded lectures of auditing, which is available on Simandhar LMS?
Yeah, 100%. आधे लोग तो recording ही देखते हैं. Most of the time they can't attend the live classes due to certain reasons and all. So I don't think so there is any issues. And if you have any doubts and all, we have our Telegram study groups where you can join and keep putting questions. So that's not an issue, Timsy. Okay.
All right. And one more question I have. You said that we can just choose one discipline in Becker. This rule applies to Simandhar LMS as well?
Simandhar LMS, we are thinking, we have not decided. For now, though, I will put only one discipline, right? So we need Becker permission for that. So we'll need to check and then we'll get back. For now, just we'll have only discipline access. That is for one subject. Okay.
Because I am confused between ISC and TCP, so I thought that I'll attend one introduction lectures of both and then I'll decide which I'm feeling more inclined towards.
Correct. But unfortunately, Becker is not allowing us to give the content because end of the day, we refer from the Becker content, right? So
Alright.
it's not about attending one class and all. You should see the content and then decide, right? Lecture तो वही रहेंगे, कोई नहीं पढ़ाएगा, right? So I don't think so. That is a logic. Logic is to see the content of both the books and then decide which book is or which section you want to go up with. You can't join 2 to 3 classes and then tell अच्छा चलो ये मजा आ रहा है आज तो हम आज इसमें join कर लेंगे, कल इसमें मजा आ रहा था कल उसमें join कर लेंगे. Doesn't work out like that. You need to check the content and then go ahead with that particular subject. Okay.
Alright. And out of these two disciplines, if someone
Yes,
who does
Raj,
not
go ahead. Sorry, Timsy.
I
Please
just
go ahead.
had one
Sorry,
last
Timsy. I thought you were done.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I was just saying that I'm someone who for now have no plans to shift outside India, and I am inclined towards doing a job or practicing independently. So out of TCP and ISC, what would be the best option for someone who can do both if wants?
ISC.
ISC?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Rajkumar, you are unmuted.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, Raj, I've seen your 30 messages in the chat window.
Okay, so I have basically two doubts, sir. One is regarding my background. So I have around more than 6 years of background in financial planning and analysis. So I don't have a I don't have an accountancy in my. I have done my BE and then I did my general management course for 2 years in PGDM. So after this, I have joined a bank and now I am in this financial planning analysis field for around 6 years. Now, if I get into a discipline other than bar, like ISC or I will be considered as a fresher. So all my 6 years of experience, I'm afraid that I can't use it. So I just want a guidance from you how to go forward.
Okay, so you're not from the accounting window. Is it what?
Yeah, I'm a mechanical engineer by basic.
Okay, so you might need to do a bridge course, Raj. Right?
Yeah, I have already enrolled for MCOM course.
Yes.
That is my second out. I will come to that. But what is the discipline I have to choose? Because I have 6 years of
Engineering
experience.
discipline.
No.
Mechanical engineer है तो ISC जाओ ना भाई, already engineering concepts से तो है उसमें.
No. Just a second, sir. Just a second. Though I have an engineering background, I haven't worked as an engineer. Okay, so
Here,
I did
lot
my
of freshers have not worked on anything, Raj. So what I'm
I
telling
did
is,
my MBA. I did my MBA thereafter, and I joined a bank. And I have 6 years of experience in finance team. Okay, in financial planning and analysis. So now, after the 6 years experience, if I get into other than bar, any other discipline, if I take like ISC or TP, so I will be considered as a fresher, right? So my 6 years of experience in finance will go for a toss. So that is why I need a guidance.
That is wrong actually. So they don't judge you by what discipline you are selecting. End of the day,
Okay.
your CPA. Doesn't mean you selected this discipline. Okay, you are not a relevant experience. See, if I'm going into Adobe FP&A team, you already have 6 years FP&A, right? So why will I not take you? Why will I judge you that, okay, you have a CPA, so I should not take you? That doesn't make sense, right? See, what I want you guys to understand is what makes you sense is the right thing, right? That is the right thing and that is logical also. If you were a company and if you want to hire a person who's a CPA, fresher, or who is a person who has 6 years of experience in FP&A and the job is opening is for FP&A. So will you take a CPA or will you take a 6-year experience FP&A guy? Whom would you prefer, Raj?
But how then in that case, how my
Request to answer my question, bhai. Again, don't ask
6
me
years
question.
experience, 6 years experience only, sir.
Obviously, simple, right? So you have relevant experience, you'll consider relevant experience more. Okay.
But I just want my CPA to complement my experience. In that case, what discipline I have
They
to
will
choose?
never know. Only
Okay.
you guys know what is discipline and all. Recruiters will not know all those things. Okay.
Okay, my second doubt, sir. I as you told, I have enrolled for this MCOM degree. So just last week only, I just enrolled. So now when I can sit for my first exam?
When did you enroll? Okay, after 6 months, Raj.
After 6 months only, I can sit for my
Yeah,
first exam, right? Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Upasana, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, this is Upasana. Sir, I am a chartered accountant working in costing profile actually. So I am just confused whether I should take ISC or bar, because if whether ISC will complement my career or not, like it will enhance
Currently, where are
better.
you working? Currently, where are you working, Upasana?
Bharat Electronics Limited, costing and compilation.
BHEL में तो आपका favorite bar will help you, but only thing is bar में कोई advanced accounting नहीं है. If you see government accounting, all those crap is there, right? So
Okay.
I would say ISC as a good thing, right? Because I'm not sure how much BHEL would implement IT, but the way government is going on, right, and the way they are trying to implement technology in their systems and all. So often late they will also come to that. So ISC is a good new discipline to start off with, Upasana. वही घड़ी घड़ी घसा पिटा तुम सीए में भी तो पढ़े ही हो ना कॉस्टिंग और that you want to study here also, read something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for your guidance, sir.
Okay, guys, now I will be taking a quick 15 minutes before I log off. So just put it in the chat window. I'll just see the questions and I'll keep answering. First question is from Ramu. What kind of job opportunities if I choose ISC? Ramu, I've seen your question 20 times. What kind of job opportunities? So normally when you select ISC, you will get in IT audits, IT controls, cybersecurity, compliances. I think these are the profiles which you'll normally go into. Okay. Simandhar helps in placement in Dubai. Akash, unfortunately, I don't know what is the answer for that. We can assist you, but what do you mean by helping? When will ISC class start? Next month end. Credit extension. Oh my God, this is so fast. Is IPCC plus BCom planning to move to Canada? Which discipline would you enhance my career? Canada ke liye again ISC. TCP class November end or December, max to max every month, 1.5 months we'll have a new batch. Okay, will I get a 30 months window extension? No. Okay, next. How to convert from old version to new version? There's nothing to convert, stick to the same books. So I want to give FAR in Jan, go ahead. I already have an incorporated setup in Vancouver with a vision of owning a CPA firm. Do we have any MOU with CPA Canada? Yes. So what happens, guys, is a US CPA have an MOU with Canadian CPA. So if you're a licensed US CPA and you have passed all the 4 sections in India, you cannot give the exams in Canada. If you want to get the MOU, you should give the exam in India and finish all the 4 and have 30 months of experience, then I think you will be kind of getting the CPA Canada license also without writing a single exam. So if you're on PR and all, unfortunately, you cannot get that MOU. But again, I'm telling you, US CPA itself is very much in demand. You don't need to apply for Canadian CPA as such and all. Shubham, we started audit class last month only. You can go through the recorded lectures. Should not be a problem. Okay. Okay. Sir, which is easy, US CPA or ACCA? I think that's a good question. Unfortunately, that is not related to CPA batch. But if someone wants to ask that, CPA or ACCA, I would say CPA is much easier because there are only 4 papers. And that also the discipline is much lesser now, right? The content is lesser. So I would suggest that that is a better thing, right? CPA is a better choice. Okay. Which discipline currently has more job opportunities? I would say ISC and TCP. These are the 2 which has job opportunities more, I would say, because tax का काम बहुत outsource हो रहा है. ISC information technology में वैसे ही बहुत boom चल रहा है. I'm not sure about bar because in financial reporting you will not take lot of people, right? Because financial reporting, the accounting, what you do, you don't need 20,000 accountants to do your work, right? I think these are the 2 disciplines which I think there's a shortage. This is what you need to watch out for. Okay. Okay. Cool, guys. I think we are done with it with 1.5 hours. And any further questions, please feel free to reach out to our team. Right, we will still be kind of, I know there are a lot of questions still coming. So if you can see in that chat window, so there are non-stop questions. Okay, let me just unmute some of them. More 15 minutes if you are. Yes, guys, please raise your hands because we still have a lot of questions. So students are telling just wait.
Certain questions also get answered.
Yeah. Okay, Prasanna, go ahead. Prasanna Rani, go
Sir,
ahead.
yes. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, I just want to ask, like, I have already started my audit. Like, I have completed my first chapter. So, can I go with that? Like, I don't want to go to FAR again. So, as you are suggesting us to do FAR first. So, last year only I started this auditing. So, I completed first chapter. And I want to take ISC. This is what I have selected. So, what do you suggest? Shall I go with the auditing first exam in the Jan?
No, I would not recommend actually. If you haven't started audit or if you have just started, so stop on audit and start with FAR, because go parallelly. You can still stick with audit, but FAR first 2 chapters are mandatory if you want to pass in audit. You cannot
Okay,
pass
sir.
audit without first 2 chapters knowledge of FAR.
Okay.
Very, very important. So if you still want to go for audit, I mean, you can still go in. But like I said, FAR के 2 chapters important है, so parallelly prepare both. Okay.
सर फिर अब मुझे जो मैंने अपना जो बेकर है उसमें अब मैं फिर से कैसे फार को मतलब can I do that? Can I switch? As you said, they can't allow us.
You can switch, right? Because you are not giving FAR this year. You are giving next year only, right? And
Yes,
you can always shift back also. It's not like if you switch to new version, you can't go back to old version. Till December 15th, you have that 2 weeks. And even in Simandhar, we have put both the lectures, old and new, till December 15th.
Okay. See, so I have to write the FAR and then ISC, right? Discipline, as you said.
Yes. So first, because you started off with audit, so you stick with audit, right? And study FAR 2 chapters and go and write audit exam this year if you want to write. And then go to FAR and then third to discipline. See, कुछ tension लेने की बात नहीं, because all are like, if you see that most of them are very lesser in content. सब एक एक 2 महीने में खत्म हो रहे हैं. Because if you see the disciplines, they're all 1 month. FAR also now have got reduced.
Reduced,
Even
yes.
if you interchange any subject, now it doesn't really matter at all.
Oh.
Old syllabus mate used to matter because FAR was tougher, Rec was tougher. New syllabus mate really doesn't make sense, whichever subject you want to start off with. But FAR should be the foundation. That's why I'm telling that accounting se start kar. Okay.
I will FAR first. Thank you so much.
Chetan bhai, and guys, you need to be very quick. Only one question and it has to be very summarized. It cannot go on and on, okay? Because there are a lot of people who want to ask questions and I can't go on for 2.5, 3 hours, okay? Chetan, be very quick here.
Yeah. Namaste, Shripalji. See, actually, I'm currently handling a bit of accounting and MIS in a mid-sized manufacturing company. I'm from the commerce background itself. Which discipline should I opt for here, actually?
Come again, actually, I lost you. Sorry.
Yeah. See, I'm currently handling a bit of accounting and majorly MIS in a mid-sized manufacturing company. I'm from the commerce background itself. I would like to know which discipline should I opt for?
Yeah, so Chetan, discipline mein, because you are doing MIS only, right? So it's more about FP&A and all. So bar looks very logical for you. But again, like I said, there are a lot of tough components of FAR in that. So you need to carefully examine if you are able to kind of give that much effort, give that much time, because you're already a working professional. If not, go for ISC. Okay.
Okay. Fine. Can I ask one more question? This is more so relating to the batches.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. See, just wanted to know, will all subject batches be running simultaneously coming, I mean, from October onwards or November onwards? Or
at any
how
given
many
point
times?
of time, only 2 batches can run. So FAR is starting and 1 more discipline. Then again, 1 more subject and 1 discipline. So at a time, 2 batches. That's it. 4 batch, कौन manage कौन करेगा? कौन क्या कर रहा है? मालूम कैसे पड़े? Okay.
Yeah, sounds fair. But how many times each subject's batch will be conducted in, say, for 2024 calendar year?
2024 mein, every month we are having 1 batch, right? So technically you should have 2 to 3 times 1 batch. And also we are recording it. So you don't need to worry. In case if you miss any of the classes, you can always watch the recorded videos at your own leisure and unlimited number of times, right? So that is one good thing which you will have. So don't worry. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So for now, guys, because we didn't start the discipline and all those classes, you have the Becker videos also. So in the Becker product, you have the video lectures of the 2024 content. So if you are comfortable there, you can start watching that also for time being. And then when the batch starts at Simandhar, you can watch that. So in case if you're wanting to go for disciplines faster, okay. Yes, Vivek, go ahead. Guys, be a little fast, okay. Vivek Pandya, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Good
Yes,
afternoon.
yes. Good afternoon, Vivek.
Sir,
Good afternoon. Direct questions, bhai. Yes.
Sir, I am a CA having more than 10 years of experience in tax. So I want to select TCP as a discipline. Just wanted to check from the
So
compensation.
are you trying to make a career in tax, Vivek, or how's it like? Aapko aage jaake US
Yeah,
tax?
I am already into tax. I am already into tax for.
ठीक है, Vivek. TCP looks best. No second thought.
But sir, I just wanted to check from salary package point of view. I will be considered as a fresher CPA.
No, you will be considered as an experienced person only. No, you're already working in tax, right?
Yes, sir. Just I wanted that doubt to be clear. Means if
No
if I
issues.
clear my CPA, means they will offer me a fresher salary package or experience.
Experienced only. और विवेक तुम तो ऐसा बात कर रहे हैं. All the students here are talking as if they have passed the exam. एक भी बंदा ना कंटेंट पे पूछ नहीं रहा है. आगे जाके जॉब में क्या मिल रहा है, कितने मिल रहे हैं. भाई तुम लोग तो ऐसा बात कर फटाफट तुम लोग ने सीपीए पास भी कर लिया, but fair enough. If you are asking
Sir. So
that also, it's okay.
one more question relating to TCP. Okay, sir, TCP में I have experience in US sales tax, use and sales tax. तो TCP में वो भी आ जाएगा, मतलब IDT
नहीं
का.
आएगा. Indirect tax is not covered in TCP. Only direct tax की planning के बारे में बात हो रही है. State tax are not covered in the content. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Samir Raj Satyal, go ahead.
Sir, only one question. I'm a chartered accountant from Nepal and pursuing CPA. I'm planning to kind of bring outsourcing opportunities in Nepal. In that respect, do you think a particular discipline might be helpful for me?
Oh, 100% Samir, why not? Because still you are not qualified. Why will I give you the work also, right? तो आपका qualification will be very important. CA का recognition नहीं है US में. So no one understands chartered accountants, right? If you're a CPA, I mean, and if you're reaching out anyone on LinkedIn also for work, they might relate to you, oh, he's a CPA. देखो जब मैं CA था तो मेरे को ना नयासबा ने invite किया था lunch पे. If you see that our website, right? Just tell you जहाँ पे CPA के. So after CPA, these guys have invited me for lunch. So that is how I would say अपने qualification से US में recognition है. CA का वो लोग पहचानते भी नहीं थे, right? So that's how I would see that as CPA as a global qualification. Nothing disrespect to CA, which still it's a good course, but US में कोई पहचानता नहीं है. That is a problem. Okay.
I just wanted to know. I'm thinking of kind of bringing outsourcing opportunities from US to
CPA
Nepal.
would work. CPA would work. That's what I have answered.
I meant to say, is there any discipline that might be helpful for me?
ISA.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Or even TCP also is good, Samir. You might actually, if you are familiar for US tax, because US tax work gets outsourced very easily, right?
Yes.
Because individual taxation के अलावा partnership C corp में कोई information sharing में problem नहीं है. So tax का काम बहुत easily outsource हो सकता है. So I would suggest TCP rather than ISC. Okay.
I was also thinking the same. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah. Ujjal Manik. Go ahead, Ujjal.
Sir, I am audible?
Yes, Ujjal.
सर मैं बीकॉम जस्ट कंप्लीट किया हूँ. मैं कलकत्ता से हूँ और मेरा इंटरेस्ट ऑडिट और टैक्स में है और मेरा सीपीए में फाइनेंस में बहुत ज्यादा लगने की वजह से मैं थोड़ा ये शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स करना चाहता हूँ. ये के बाद सीपीए करना चाहता हूँ. तो ये का जो टैक्स पोर्शन है वो क्या सीपीए का रेगुलेशन और टीसीपी में कवर हो जाएगा और कैसा
यस ujjal कवर हो जाएगा, बट टीसीपी में थोड़ा ज्यादा ही है. आई वुड से
70-80% कवर हो जाएगा ना?
करेक्ट. 80% कवर हो जाएगा, बट टैक्स प्लानिंग नहीं है. रिप्रेजेंटेशंस है पार्ट 3 में, प्लानिंग पे नहीं है. बेटों ने प्लानिंग भी लाया है, तो मतलब किलर है ये. अगर आपको यूएस टैक्स में करियर बनाना है, सीपीए प्लस ईए विल बिकम अ किलर नाउ अंडर द न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट.
तो ये प्लस सीपीए हमारा करियर अच्छा हो जाए बहुत.
यस 100% हो जाए.
सर मैं कोलकाता से हूँ. कोलकाता से आप प्लेसमेंट कर रहे थे? तो मैं कोलकाता में
कोलकाता में फॉर्म्स है ना. कोलकाता में फर्म्स है, केपीएमजी, डेलॉयट, ईवाई ऑल है. अभी तो कोलकाता बहुत एक्सपैंड हो रहा है आउटसोर्सिंग में. पीडब्ल्यूसी का नया ऑफिस खुला है कलकत्ता में, राइट? एसटीसी ने खोला है. सो आउटसोर्सिंग के तो बहुत कंपनीज खुल रहे हैं कलकत्ता में. because the talent is good in Kolkata. Don't need to worry. Okay.
सर मुझे समझ नहीं आया टैक्स में जाओ या ऑडिट में.
टैक्स में ऑडिट में because I would suggest टैक्स की opportunities ज़्यादा है than
Okay,
audit in India. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Prasanna. Prasanna, I think we covered, right? No.
No, no, sir. This is Anita Prasanna.
Yeah, tell me, Prasanna.
Yeah, so actually I have registered back in 2021, but I did not give any exam till now. So I want to change it to 2024 syllabus. So, and I got my transcripts in Jan 2023. So, and I got to know that it will expire in December 2023. So, how should I make those changes applicable? Like I should get a duplicate
So
transcript.
just get in touch with our team, Prasanna. So there's a separate team. Raise the help desk ticket here, and they will guide you. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Kavya, go ahead. Kavya. Naziha Abdul.
Yes, hi sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Naziha. Boliye.
Yeah, walaikum salam. Thank you. Actually, I would like to know, I'm a CMA. I would like to enroll in the next year and go with the studies also next year. So like, I would like to get a recommendation on the study plan. How should I go with the studies?
Then I will tell next year only, Naziha. Why this year then?
No, because I would, in January and all, I would like to enroll.
Why not now, Naziha?
Because I have a hectic
aaj
schedule
kar,
in my, I'm a full-time working, I have a full-time job. So like, I have a hectic schedule in this year in my company. So like, that
2
won't...
घंटे निकालने में नजिया जब आप अभी नहीं निकाल पा रहे हो तो नेक्स्ट ईयर कैसे
Sorry,
निकाल
sir, I don't understand much Hindi.
What I'm telling is, if you're not able to take out time now, how will you take out time next year is my question.
Yeah, that will be okay because I have gone with my first, a new job now. So like that is, and we have so many things coming in up in our company. So like, I think it is better for me for next year. So can you recommend a study plan? Like how?
So right now, I don't know because next year we are not aware of the batches as such because we have started now. It's too much to talk now because it's still there are 3-4 months left of this year, right? So I will be kind of giving you a upar se answer, which I don't believe in. So for now, I would want to kind of refrain from that question. And if you want to start off with that time, we might start with the discipline. So might start with the discipline and register that time. Okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Apeksha, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Actually, I'm pursuing ACC as well. And I know a lot about IFRS and the standards. I just wanted to know how US GAAP is similar to IFRS so that I can accordingly plan for my FAR paper.
US GAAP is quite different from IFRS, right? US GAAP is very rule-based. IFRS is very principle-based. IFRS logical है, US GAAP logical नहीं है. मतलब see how US GAAP is, right? US GAAP में बोला है red signal को cross नहीं करना है, मतलब नहीं करना है. Question पूछोगे अरे क्यों नहीं करना है, किस लिए नहीं करना है, that they will not tell you. Rule है मतलब rule है, right? But फिर then it has its advantages, ना? If it's a rule, it will not have second opinion, right? If it's not a rule, it's logic. Everyone will give judgment as per their own convenience. So, matlab, if it's see what happens with IFRS is it becomes a judgmental balance sheet. क्योंकि सबका लॉजिकल है, सबकी लॉजिक अलग अलग रहती है, सबका सोचने का तरीका अलग अलग है. यूएस में वैसा नहीं है. यूएस में बोला है भाई ये प्रोसीजर है, ये प्रोसेस है, ये फॉलो करो और चुप बैठ जाओ. So if you're sticking to that process and follow that thing, so you need to follow that thing. So there is no here and there, no ifs and buts. So it's a very rule-based approach. And that's why you will see revenue recognition, other lot of standards, there will be a lot of differences, mini differences, but overall, I think it's quite the same. But
so
big
basically, I'll have to just cover. Yeah. Sorry, sir. Sorry for interrupting you. So I'll just have to cover up the gap which is there because Yes, because as far as I've seen FAR cut syllabus, it is very similar. The five steps for revenue recognition. It's
नहीं
just
नहीं,
that
but
there
the
might
way
be
they will do it, right? Logic
yeah.
थोड़ा बहुत similar है, like I said you 70 to 80%, but yeah, मतलब बहुत rule based है. That's what I would say.
Okay. Okay, so basically I'll have to spend a lot more time revising all the standards again
Not
because
much, not much.
okay.
Compared to
Okay,
others,
so
not much. Yeah.
okay, exactly. That's what I wanted to ask because I was attempting hard next year. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shubham Khandelwal, please go ahead.
हाय सर।
अरे हाई वाई का टाइम नहीं है भाई, जल्दी पहुंचो।
सर मैं हेज फंड फील्ड में हूँ, तो मेरे लिए बेहतर क्या होगा? टीसीपी बेहतर होगा कि ऑडिटिंग? जैसे अभी मैं हेज फंड फील्ड में काम कर रहा हूँ।
So Shubham, if you are working in hedge fund field, right? So it doesn't make sense to kind of go with ISC or TCP. You rather go with bar, right? Because you have all hedge accounting in bar.
Yeah.
So go with hedge funds. अगर आप already काम करो hedge funds में, you understand derivatives and all those stuff, goodwill, treatments, advanced FAR topics. Shubham, that makes sense for you. So I'm not sure in hedge funds you're in fund accounting role or what.
I am in fund accounting. I am working with SSNC Global as a fund accountant.
So I think that would make sense. Bar would make sense. Discipline में.
एक्चुअली मोस्टली हमारा काम रहता है कि एडमिन वर्क का।
नहीं मुझे पता है फंड अकाउंटिंग का रोल. So it's more about doing the accounting of the trading and all those stuff.
Yeah.
Not much intellectual work. It's more of a clerical kind of stuff, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
still, I mean, देखो CPA के बाद who knows you go into financial reporting from fund accounting. तो इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ शायद bar might help you there, okay? Because you have some sort of experience, right? Even though
Yeah,
it
I
might
have
not
1
be.
year of experience.
Yeah, तो थोड़ा एटलीस्ट आप धंधा तो समझते हो ना, फंड अकाउंटिंग में काम किए हो तो तुमको पता है hedge funds कैसे ऑपरेट होते हैं.
Yes, sir.
That also would help you, ना. शुभम आप देखो अभी गोल्डमैन सैक्स में hedge fund है. So there are a lot of people who don't understand how hedge funds operate. Though they don't know what is fund of funds, right? They don't know what is
With
option, what
fund
is a
of
future.
fund, master feeder.
Exactly. So you might know a lot of these things. So I think I would say bar would make sense. But again, like I said, वो लोग कोई देखने वाले नहीं है तुम्हारे CPA में क्या कंटेंट है. एंड ऑफ द डे तुमको देखना है कि एग्जाम पास करना है. डिसिप्लिन के हिसाब से हाँ मैं बाहर सेलेक्ट किया हूं तो मेरे को जॉब मिल जाएगा बाहर में. नो, बिकॉज दे डोंट इवन नो व्हाट इज कवर्ड इन CPA, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. हाफ द रिक्रूटर्स व्हाट यू नीड टू सी इज कि एग्जाम कैसे पास करे. इसलिए मेरा रिकमेंडेड अप्रोच था फार, ऑडिट, रेग एंड ISC, बिकॉज आई वांट टू पास द एग्जाम.
Yes, sir.
बाद में जॉब सर्च वो अपन कर ही सकते हैं जुगाड़ करके.
एग्रीड. मैं क्या सीए पहले ड्रॉप आउट हूँ, तो मैं उस समय टैक्स में ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड था. टैक्स में मेरे को
तो TCP ले सकते हो.
तो वही मैं भी
है. सो फ्रेशर्स में भी आपको देखोगे तो 8.5-9 लाख का तो पैकेज है ही CPA में. फ्रेशर सैलरी इन टैक्स स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम 8.5-9 lakhs per annum. So if you have some relevant experience, they might give 1.5 lakh extra, but they'll not change your designation. Your package might undergo a change. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Bharat Reddy, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Actually, nobody is speaking about the bridge course, about the examination pattern and syllabus and the material. So, can you please explain about that?
Bridge course. Why will they tell also? Yaar, it is same of CPA only. There is
Bridge
nothing
course?
to. Yeah, bridge course is nothing of nothing unrelated to CPA. What we have done in that bridge course is FAR, audit, reg, two chapters we have taken out and have put in the bridge course. So what is there to study also, and that's why no one is talking about also, because if you are studying for CPA, end of that bridge course is one. See that bridge course we have signed only to get credits. Okay.
Yes.
So classes versus could no one attends also. They just know also all that is all very. It's just more of a program to get credits. Okay, Bharat.
Okay.
Unless and until some different subjects are there which is not there. Okay, जो भी CPA के ही है subjects which are there, Bharat, that only two chapters we have taken out and we have kept in that bridge course. So it's not something new MCOM which have come, right?
Okay, I'm concerned about both are parallelly important, right? So I'm just
no, they are not. For me, at least they are not, because MCOM is one of the easiest. Matlab 1% of CPA, I would say. That's how I define. I'd not even take 1% stress. Also, is unfortunately not worth.
No, now yesterday I went to the Hyderabad location branch, but they suggest another apart from MCOM. They have given another name like PGDCMA. something like that.
Because you might have already done an MCOM or something. Just get in touch with your counselor also and
Okay.
see what is it. Because we have 2 bridge courses. If you are already a master's, we cannot recommend you another master's, right? So something like that. So just get in touch with the team. I mean, they will let you know.
I'm just to become, so I'm just worried about it. Thank you so much.
What's your good name?
Bharat Reddy.
Okay. And whom did you talk actually from the team?
Vasavi.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, Venkata R, please go ahead. Saurish Kumar.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes,
Good
sir.
afternoon. Yeah, the thing is, I just have a couple of questions. I'll just take one. So the thing is, I have around 4 years of experience in Big Four, but due to some family reason, I'm in a mid-sized company now, in a senior manager profile. So would you suggest TCP for me, or that information related paper, I mean ICS? Because in terms of passing, you said ICS is always easier, but TCP, as you said,
Which profile you have worked, Saurish? Previously?
in Big Four, I was into US tax for individuals and partly
Then
for
TCP is
corporates.
better. Then TCP is better, Suresh.
Yeah. And the other thing is, in case, obviously, I mean, one shouldn't really be asking this. The thing is, in case, that 2-year access to CPA portal, if, I mean, this Becker's
I
portal,
can't answer that. Your admin questions, please check with admin. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Benson, go ahead.
Hi, sir. Sir, I just wanted to know. I finished my BCom and my CMA intermediate. So I was told from the evaluation team to get the transcripts from CMA Institute also, but it's been quite some time now. So I was thinking of taking a bridge course via Simandhar. So the thing is there any time limit after we enroll for a bridge course to attend the CPA exams?
No, there is no time limit as such.
It depends. Like
Sorry?
you.
Saurish, can you please go on mute, please?
Oh, yeah. Just one second.
So Benson, there is no time limit as such, right? It has no connection with CPA exam and bridge course. The moment you take the bridge course, you can immediately give the exam. You don't need to wait for the bridge course to complete, right?
Okay.
So
Okay, sir.
guys who all enroll for the bridge course, they can immediately kind of sit for the CPA exam. They don't need to wait for 1 year of bridge course to complete.
Okay,
Unless
sir.
and
Okay.
until they are from non-accounting background, like one of them was there, right?
Okay, sir.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, KJ, I have seen your message 20 times, so I've unmuted you. KJ, go ahead.
Sir, actually, I gave my FAR exam, but I failed once. So, is it okay to give by December or in new syllabus only?
Better go for new syllabus, no, KJ? May I know the reason why you failed actually?
Actually, I gave actually, I have some limited time to prepare. So, I'm not able to. Actually, I scored a 73.
And did you give the mock exams of Becker?
Yeah. I
What were
gave
your scores in the mocks?
80 around 80 to 85.
Okay. Hey, cool. I think you can give it again in December because your mock scores are good. But take some sufficient time. Don't rush, right? जल्दी जल्दी देने में यही प्रॉब्लम होता है कि आप लोग फिर पास नहीं होते because you don't have time to practice. So I would suggest a 3 round of revision is mandatory for FAR. At least under old syllabus. New syllabus में तो 2 बार भी पढ़ोगे तो it's okay. The old syllabus में it's important because there are too much of content, right?
Yes.
So that is the reason I recommend a lot of time for revision. And if you rush in old syllabus of FAR, it's very dangerous. You can't complete FAR so easily in the old syllabus. So give some time, prepare adequately, and then try to write the exam. Okay. And try to again by December. I think there is no problem because you already have done it and you are very close, right? So I would suggest you to give again. Okay. Under the old syllabus.
Sir. Okay, so the other question is that all the other lectures, recorded lectures of audit, reg, and all the other subjects will be available till 15 December only, or after that also?
After that, they will not be available because old syllabus apply नहीं होगा वहाँ पे. Okay, so the new lectures will come.
तो सर अगर मतलब February या March में I plan to give audit or reg, then how should I prepare from Simandhar LMS then?
But the exam itself is not tested on old pattern, right? So we'll update all the new thing which are going on there. So we'll keep updating there. Audit के तो वैसे भी changes नहीं हुए. See, FAR reg audit में कोई change नहीं हुआ, except discipline हुआ है. तो discipline की videos upload करना है. बाकी सब तो
हाँ,
old
तो जो अभी ओल्ड वीडियोस है वो रहेगी ना फिर देखने के लिए, इफ आई वांट टू गिव
टेक्निकली
ऑडिट और
अगर
रेग।
हमारा न्यू बैच स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है, अगर न्यू बैच स्टार्ट हो गया तो फिर वो निकल जाएंगे वहां से. ओके
ओके ओके ओके ओके सर, थैंक यू.
ओके सरिता, गो अहेड. सरिता देवराजा.
Yeah, hi sir.
Yeah,
I
hi, sir.
recently cleared my reg exam, and I'm planning
Congratulations.
to give my thank you. And I'm planning to give audit and BEC this year. So next year only FAR is required, or along with any other discipline is required to give the exam?
But are you writing BEC this year?
Yeah, I'm
so
planning to write. I scheduled in
so
November
then
end.
discipline is not required in case you pass BEC. You don't need to write any discipline whatsoever.
Okay. So one more question is like, is there any licensing requirement in Illinois state? If you have any idea, can you please
No,
elaborate
I'm
that
not sure.
one?
You stick to the state board which the team have said, and later we can do the trial and error after you pass the exam. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Muskan, go ahead. Muskan Sharma.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Muskan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Just give me a second.
We can hear you, Muskan. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Muskan.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, so I have recently enrolled into the course, and I have not started with any evaluation or transcript process as of now. I was planning to aim for FAR next year, January. So will I be able to finish up with my evaluation process by
Yes,
December?
आराम से हो जाएगा, Muskan, because there are almost 2.5 months, right?
Okay.
Evaluation should not take more than 1 to 1.5 months.
Okay. And so just one more thing, like I'll be having my busy season Jan to March. I am a working professional in one of the big fours. So how should I go about it in like scheduling my exams?
Try to see that if you can schedule in January 2nd week, right? So busy season
Okay.
starts from January 2nd week. मतलब
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't come in full form. Slowly
Right.
season बनता है. तो तब तक वो slowly में ही निकाल लो January 2nd week में. And then next other subjects after March. Okay.
So should I not appear for the discipline in the month of Feb? Like if I am appearing for FAR in January?
You can. Okay, because you are telling the dates are not there, no? February, March.
Yeah,
के बाद.
yes.
Okay, it's a problematic thing. Just a second, I have not seen the dates. Next discipline date is when? Yeah, you can write on April 20th, right? So you again have in April also.
Okay, so first I should appear in the month of January for FAR, and then
Yeah, and the other
second
discipline you can write in April month. And then
in
follow
April.
May and June. Okay.
Okay, and for the other core exams, that is the reg and the audit, post April should I appear for
Yeah,
that?
you can select any month because they will not take more than one month. Except for audit might take 2 months. Other subject will not take 1 month, more than a month, because reg have also reduced now in content.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure. Yes, Priyanka Pichika. Go ahead. Last question of the session, guys. चलते रहेगा पूरा दिन. Yes.
Sir, the thing is, if I have to select discipline, right? If I'm still contemplating between ISC and TCP, so if the discipline classes start, as you said, in November, will I be able to attend the classes without choosing it, or only if I choose I can attend the classes? Because I wanted to finish off FAR, audit and reg, and then
But
choose
still, Priyanka, you'd be clear, right? Which discipline you want to go into.
Yeah, but at least as of now, I'm not. But if the classes start in November, can I start the classes and then
Unfortunately,
see
we
later?
can't, Priyanka. That's the problem. So that's what I clarified before also. You need to see the content and decide. Like I said, ISC is something which we recommend, right? Along with that, you can also see the TCP and all. But on certain requests, we can definitely kind of put 1 or 2 demo videos because a lot of them are asking now.
Right.
Do that at
Yeah,
least
that
for
would.
similar LMS, but again, I can't promise something like that. but this is what it would be, right? So once you need to select that and you need to stick to that. I mean, I cannot give video classes for all the 3 disciplines. It really doesn't make sense, and it will only make you confusing. See,
Yeah.
what our problem is, मेरे को सब चाहिए, पढ़ना कुछ किसको भी कुछ भी नहीं है पूरे, but लेना सबको सब है, सब पढ़ लेंगे, सब कर लेंगे. You will not study anything. It's just waste of time. So you decide this time कि यार ये discipline करना है, तो let's stick to that only. Okay. So cool. Yeah, I think thank you so much, everyone. It was great talking to you all. Like always, I think this session have gone to 2 hours. Again, I know that a lot of them are still telling unmute, unmute. Okay, I'll just take one last question of Meher. Meher, go ahead.
हेलो सर. सर मेरा डाउट ये था कि मैं फरवरी में फार के लिए अप्लाई कर रही हूँ, तो मार्च में ऑडिट के लिए अप्लाई करना पॉसिबल होगा?
हाँ, मार्च में तो है ना एग्जाम्स, यू कैन ऑलवेज गिव.
यस सर, उतने टाइम में प्रिपरेशन हो जाएगा ऑडिट का?
ऑडिट नहीं दे सकते भाई, ऑडिट को तो 2 महीने लगेंगे मिनिमम, और शायद उससे ज्यादा भी. एक ऑडिट ही पेपर है जो 2 महीने लगेंगे, बाकी के सब पेपर माइट टेक 1 month except for audit. Audit might take 2.5 months also, I'm not sure. Audit is one of the toughest papers, so you need to spend a lot of time on audit. Okay, बाकी TCPA, what is that, ISC, regulation FAR, will not take more than 1 to 1.5 months. Okay.
ओके सर, फार और ऑडिट साइमल्टेनियसली नहीं कर सकते?
कर सकते हैं आराम से, you can do simultaneously.
ओके सर. सर मतलब कि टीसीपी लेना बेटर होगा या आईएससी बेटर होगा?
ऑलरेडी मैंने 1000 बार बोल दिया सेशन में ISC बेटर है, सो गो अहेड विद ISC. ओके.
ओके सर. सर आई वांट टू गो इनटू टैक्स,
so then go for TCP.
जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज ज्यादा है.
Correct, then go for TCP. Okay, I think Ayush, I'm not able to find your name. I know that you're, yes Ayush, go ahead Ayush. Thank you man. Ayush,
Hello,
go
sir.
ahead. Yeah,
Yes, thank you. Sir, just wanted to ask, sir, managing studies with the full-time job is quite difficult, sir. एंड एक नेक्स्ट डाउट ये है कि बैक के लिए मैंने रजिस्टर करना है, मैंने $115 का पेमेंट कर दिया है, तो क्या बैक पॉसिबल होगा? मैंने पढ़ाई शुरू नहीं करी है.
अरे पढ़ाई
ये 2
शुरू करो
क्वेश्चंस
ना
था
भाई, किस लिए वेट कर रहे हो, किसका इंतजार है आपको?
सर. जॉब के साथ लाइक
अरे
इट्स
जॉब
वेरी
के साथ
डिफिकल्ट.
तो वो सचिन ने लेके आया यार, एलिजा वॉट से जड़ो 99 ला लिया डेलॉइट के बिजी सीजन में रह के. तो तुम ऐसा कौन सा जॉब कर रहे हो जो तुम्हारे पास टाइम नहीं है? हाउ मेनी आवर्स, व्हाट टाइम योर जॉब स्टार्ट्स, आयुष?
सर द शिफ्ट इज फ्रॉम 12 to 10 एंड इट्स
बस
ट्रैवलिंग
12
टाइम
से 10
आल्सो.
बजे तो क्या कर रहे हो भाई? सुबह से 5 बजे से 10 बजे तक क्या कर रहे हो आयुष हर दिन? 5 घंटे मॉर्निंग. हेलो आयुष, आवाज सुनाई दे रही है नहीं दे रही?
नहीं सर, हो रही है बेसिकली.
फिर सुबह 5 बजे से 10 बजे तक क्या कर रहे हो भाई? 10 बजे तो सो जा रहे
ऑन
हो.
पेपर्स. नहीं
हम
सर,
तो यार
नहीं
3
सर,
घंटे
ट्रैवल.
हम लोग को नींद नसीब होती है, तुमको यार मस्त तुम मेरे को तो लग रहा है यू आर एंजॉयिंग नाइसली एक्चुअली आयुष. यू शुड
नहीं
एक्चुअली
सर,
स्टार्ट वेकिंग अप एट 5 o'clock 6 o'clock and start
5
studying
घंटे का,
every day. I think
4 से
that's
5 घंटे का ट्रैवलिंग टाइम हो जाता है सर. 4 से 5 घंटे.
तो ट्रैवल में बैठ के पढ़ो ना, क्या कर रहे हो ट्रैवल में बैठ
ओके.
के? सो टेक आउट द बुक्स ही आयुष.
So
मैं तो
would you
कोई
recommend to
मोटिवेशन
leave
वाला
the
इन्फ्लुएंसर नहीं हूँ जो बैठ के तुमको मोटिवेशन दे सकता हूँ, बिकॉज टू बी ऑनेस्ट इफ यू लाइक समथिंग यू रियली डोंट नीड मोटिवेशन आयुष. अभी डॉक्टर को तो ये तो नहीं बोल सकते भाई, वो डॉक्टर को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है ऑपरेशन करने का, तो ये तो नहीं बोल सकता ना डॉक्टर मेरे को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, आई एम नॉट मोटिवेटेड इनफ टू डू अ सर्जरी. अरे ब्लडी यू नीड टू डू सर्जरी राइट, यू आर अ डॉक्टर एंड ऑफ द डे. तो समटाइम्स ना मोटिवेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड टू हेल्प अदर्स, टू वर्क फॉर अ बिगर कॉज फॉर द सोसाइटी. Right, so in that case, at least for that perspective, don't try to be selfish here and be selfless and start kind of contributing to your study journey. So I think if
So
you're
I'm
interested you will naturally study, right? अब जैसे सचिन तेंदुलकर को बोलना नहीं पड़ेगा सुबह उठ के क्रिकेट खेलो, he is obviously love that. So I think Ayush, you will need to develop love and interest towards the subject and you can automatically start studying. And what I'm telling right now is practically if you ask me, starting में 5 minute ही पढ़ो, slowly that time will go to 10 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours and all like that. Just start playing out with your mind. Right now your mind has suggested that to काम कर रहा है, you can't study. What I am telling is 5 minutes though is not a bigger time to take out ना आयुष every day. खाते पीते हो, मस्त सेशन भी अटेंड कर रहे हो, सब कर रहे हो, टाइम तो तुम्हारे पास बहुत है निकालने के लिए. So I think you should be able to take out time to study. Okay.
Lastly, one thing, sir.
But again,
क्या
I just
ये
want to
Beck से
conclude, Ayush. Don't kind of tell that I don't have time. Don't start with a negative tone, right? Always tell that you have time. So you'll always take out time. Okay.
Okay. So would you suggest to start with Beck? क्या क्योंकि बहुत कम time रह गया है.
I don't know if you have the time to schedule the exam. If you have the NTS, then go for.
I have that.
Then go
But
for BC. BC is a easier section among all the 4. Okay.
Thank you.
And come to the Telegram group. एक बार वो group में आओगे, थोड़ा हमसे भी नजदीक रहोगे, थोड़ा माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट करने का मौका मिलेगा मेरे को भी. क्या चल रहा है क्या नहीं? Are you studying or not? Because if you are not there in the study groups, I will not be able to. And that's why I was telling all of them that join the Telegram group, because till you are not there in the study group, you will be doing self study only. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ayush. I hope that clarifies. Thank you, everyone. It was great having you all. And stay connected. And whatever is there, please feel free to reach out team via our help desk ticket link. And thank you so much for attending the session. बाकी सब आप सेशन अटेंड कर लिए, जाके इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच मत देखो. And please start preparing and start studying. Okay. Thank you so much.